Hey guys, welcome back to a new video, new behind the scene. We're here in Alentejo, Portugal. We're basically shooting a short documentary for this incredible winery. The reason why I wanted to shoot a story here is because it's very particular. It's not the typical winery. They only made, I think, 15,000 bottles a year, and they make them in these, they're called tallas in Portuguese, but they're amphora. They're basically huge pots, and they started using them, if I'm not wrong, in Georgia back in like hundreds of years ago when they started making wine. The cool thing about this winery is that they're crazy enough to do the fermentation inside the amphora, so they don't have control on the temperature, they don't add any chemicals. It's just like natural fermentation. It's kind of natural wine pretty much, and it's a very interesting concept. But anyway, we're shooting a documentary, short documentary. I think it's going to be around 6-7 minutes max, with the Ursa Mini 12K and the Leica Rs. We have Gonçalo first TC, Vic behind the camera. We literally just made it here a couple of hours ago. We took a look at the winery. We went up to the viewpoint. We shot some stuff on the 90mm with the Ursa Mini. Looked beautiful. Shot some drone stuff on the DJI Mini 3 Pro. And now we're gonna shoot some more stuff in the vineyard. Moving back to the winery, talk to the owner, get some lunch. It's gonna be a beautiful short dock, and I can't wait to show you guys. But yeah, it's pretty windy, so I'm not sure how the sound is gonna be, but that's what we're gonna use today. IR cut, Tiff and Promised quarter, and 3-stop ND, and then we're gonna use the internal ND from the Ursa. Yeah, that's the one I'm using. Like pull it to the next one, sorry, to the winery. So it's basically how it was back in the days. Is you can see all these amphora all over the tallas, and I think now we're gonna have lunch here. It's beautiful, which is gonna be also a scene we're gonna film with the Ursa later, because it looks so beautiful. We're gonna probably throw a 300D up here and maybe use some practicals, but this is the place and it's gorgeous. Dude, the dog jumping on the door was so fun. We're gonna do a little breakdown of the interview setup for today's interview with Daniel. It's pretty easy but pretty effective. So we have our camera here, Daniel sitting right there. Corina basically is the interviewer, is gonna be here asking the questions, so it's gonna look off camera. Our key light is on that side, and it's an Aperture 300D Mark II. So on this side we had some light spilling from the ceiling, so we put up a diffuser, which worked pretty good. So it basically was diffusing all the field light coming from him, and it was creating a nice contrast. And pretty much it, we put some lights in the back to light up some of the tallas, some of the amphora, which I think gave us a very nice depth. There are some bottles on the table just to give us a little element. And of course we shut down the door, so we tried to get it as dark as possible, and then we started with the lighting. But basically all we had is one light, one diffuser, and that's pretty much it. And you're gonna see the result. I think it's pretty amazing. Again, once you can make a good looking interview, you're kind of halfway there, because the interview is one of the hardest things to light, because you don't have time, almost never. It's tricky because there's different people sitting in the chair, and you don't know the location. So there's light spilling, there's a bunch of different stuff. Sound, of course, for the sound there was a chicken, a kid, and the dog, and tractors and cars. So it was kind of tricky, but I think we made it work, and it worked pretty well. Beautiful. Feel free to talk, discuss the wine. Okay, let's do same thing. 48 frames per second now. There's a 12K, 8K, 12:1 against the sun. Filming some wine, pouring into the glass. We're gonna get some details of the bottle. Looks pretty amazing. Okay, cut. 1 second. I'm gonna just maybe let's do one more where you're
against the.
Oh, perfect, perfect. I got it. I got it.
In the camera.
I got it. And you can lift it up, leave it up. do you think? What do you think about this year? What year is this? 2020?
2020, that was the Let me see if you want a hand. It's better.
No. Okay. Oh,
Come on. Small villages around that you have some lights too, so that's beautiful.
Damn.
Essa é mais tudo. Também era quiser de corrida, né? Tudo bico.
Guys, the most important part of the day. The sky is getting crazy. Can't waste a minute, so. Okay, guys, you can walk up this time. I'm gonna see rolling. Yeah, look at the label, front label. Yeah, perfect.
Quais são as castas?
Hey guys, we are wrapping up day one with a nice glass of wine. We got pretty lucky. You can still see the sky behind us keep getting better and better, but we got so many shots. Shot everything at 40p for this B-roll session because I want to have the long clips to play around with in the entire documentary. We got the moon right here, the sun going back, breeze, and now I think we're just gonna head for dinner, go to bed, and wake up tomorrow at 6 a.m. ready for the harvest. Day 2. See you tomorrow.